Chapter 7. As the sun rose over the spiraling red rocks of Radiator Springs, Mac's trailer was packed and ready to go. The gang surrounded Lightning, buzzing with excitement, admiring his new paint job. "That's quite a spit shine," said Sarge. "You look great, man," said Fillmore. Lightning turned to Sally before heading into the truck. "You look different," said Sally. "Obviously," Lightning said. "You look ready," she said. Luigi and Guido scooted over, ready to go. Guido was towing a huge trunk. "Guido, come!" shouted Luigi. Scusi, tire's coming through." As Lightning started up the trailer ramp, Lizzie drove by and slapped him on the back bumper, startling him. "Go kick those rookies in the boot," she said. Sally laughed, and Lightning started to load up. But he stopped for a brief moment. "I'll see you guys in Florida," he shouted to his friends. They wished him luck and said their goodbyes. "Don't forget to call me," said Myrta. "Good luck in college," Lizzie called. It was no secret that Lizzie had trouble keeping the earth straight, but regardless of whether she knew why Lightning was leaving, she knew she was going to miss him. Sally and Lightning shared a glance filled with hope and gratitude. Before the trailer door dropped, Lightning said, "Hey, Sal, thanks." "Any time," she replied. "Rusty's Racing Center, here we come," said Mac. "Good times ahead, yeah." The door closed, and Mac drove away. He headed out of Radiator Springs and drove across the long stretch of road. They crossed mountains, passed through farmland and little towns, driving into the sunset and through the night. Soon after the sun rose the next morning, they arrived at Rusty's Racing Center. Lightning stared at the impressive building, amazed by its modern look and sheer size. It was set back from the road and appeared to be made entirely of glass. The driveway looked like the turn of a racetrack, and the lines of the structure mimicked the flow of the grandstands at a speedway. The sun sparkled off its panels, making the whole place shimmer. It was spectacular. He couldn't wait to see what it looked like inside. As Mac's trailer door lifted, Lightning rolled out to a mass of reporters. They barked his name along with a slew of questions. "Hey, Lightning, over here!" shouted one. "Have you seen the latest record storm's been setting?" shouted another. "Have you given any thought to retirement, Lightning?" Lightning's eyes narrowed as he squinted against the bright popping flashbulbs of their cameras. Luigi and Guido darted out in front defensively. They covered him and tried to dissolve the crowd. "Okay," shouted Luigi. "That's enough. No questions. Scusi. Out of the way. Coming through. Back up, back up." But the reporters and photographers continued shouting Lightning's name and snapping photos. "No pictures," ordered Luigi. "No, no, no. Hey, back away. No, 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 no." Once they had escorted Lightning through the sea of cameras and questions, the friends went inside the racing center. "Paparazzi!" shouted Guido. "Chewy!" He pretended to spit at them from behind the glass door. No longer distracted by the reporters, Lightning, Luigi, and Guido stood dumbfounded, looking at the incredible training facility. A giant red sculpture of the number 95 stood in the center of the massive lobby, and banners with 95 on them were hanging from the extremely high ceiling, reaching down towards the center of the room. "Oh, wow," said Lightning, impressed. There were even action shots from Lightning's career featured all over the freestanding display cases in the lobby. Rusty and Dusty perched, beaming. "What do you think?" Dusty asked. "What do I think? It's unbelievable," Lightning exclaimed. He continued looking round, taking it all in. "Guys, how did you ever do this?" Dusty looked over at Rusty. "You want to tell him? Or should I tell him?" "You start," said Rusty. Go ahead, go ahead." "We showed Rusty's," Dusty exclaimed. "What?" Lightning asked. He couldn't believe it. "You think a couple of losers like us could do this on our own?" Dusty asked with a laugh. "Wait," said Lightning. "You showed Rusty's?" "It's all good news," said Dusty. "We just realized you needed something that we couldn't give you. It felt like the time was right for us too," he said with a smile. "I mean, we're not as young and handsome as we look." "You ain't kidding, man," said Rusty, and they both laughed. "Besides, this sterling fella, he's got every high-tech thing you'll ever need, added Dusty. Whoa, 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 Sterling? Who's Sterling? Asked Lightning. Lightning McQueen, said a friendly voice. A stylish silver car smiled as he rode down an enormous ramp and welcomed Lightning to the center. You made some serious time, partner. He's the mudflap king of the eastern seaboard, exclaimed Rusty, and a big fan of yours. Welcome to the Rusty's Racing Center, said Sterling. You have no idea how much I've been looking forward to this. Thanks, Mr. Lightning said, still a bit shocked. Please, no mister, just Sterling. I have been a fan of yours forever, and to be your sponsor, how great is that? He looked over at Rusty and Dusty. Can't thank Rusty and Dusty here enough. He leaned in and whispered, Tough negotiators, by the way. You flatter us. But don't stop, said Dusty. Then he and Rusty burst out laughing again. Anyway, just wanted to say a quick hello. Take as much time as you need, Sterling said. Door's always open, guys, he added, looking at Rusty and Dusty. A forklift rolled over to him with a clipboard that needed Sterling's attention. He nodded at everyone, then slipped out. Lightning, Rusty, and Dusty made their way towards the door. They stopped, and Lightning stuttered, trying to find the right words to say. Even though he was excited about the new center, he felt bad about having to say goodbye to them. Well, I sure am gonna miss racing for you guys. You know, you gave us a lot of great memories, Lightning. Memories we'll remember, said Dusty. Well said, Rusty added. They headed for the door, then looked back at Lightning. Oh, and whatever you do, said Rusty, don't drive like my brother. Don't drive like my brother, added Dusty. As Rusty and Dusty left the building, reporters swelled and surrounded them. No, please, said Dusty. No pictures. Okay, maybe one. Get my good side though, will you? Lightning chuckled as he watched them go. Then he turned and looked round the center, and something on one of the displays caught his eye. He went to take a closer look and realized it was part of an even larger exhibition that stretched the length of the corridor. Sterling appeared in the distance and came to him. So, you like it? He asked. Oh, hey, Mr. Sterling. Wow, my career on a wall. Nice that you included Doc. Of course, he's your mentor, Sterling replied. Yeah, Lightning said. Then he noticed something else. On one of the shelves were some glass jars containing different kinds of dirt and asphalt with labels underneath. Jars of dirt? He asked. Sacred dirt, said Sterling. Each of those jars contains dirt from all the old tracks that Doc raced on. Florida International, Thunder Hollow, just down the road, and our very own Fireball Beach, right outside. Huh? Hey, is that? Lightning said, pointing to one of the jars. A bit of asphalt from Glen Ellen. My first win, Lightning exclaimed, tickled. You really are a fan. I am, and a fan of your future. Sterling looked Lightning in the eyes. You ready for it? Definitely, Lightning said. For the first time in months, he finally felt ready. End of chapter 7.